I get that, but you obviously know your daughter's going to go on stage. She's going to interact with him.
I don't want him to be able to shake her down because he doesn't deserve it from her and all the she went through in this district.
What's going on, y'all? Don't worry about how I look. I just woke up and I got to make these videos anyway because I just feel the need and I'm compelled to have a conversation about these things. The father from the school incident where he shoved the black superintendent, finally the video of his interrogation came out and he explained exactly why he pushed the guy. Video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live and make a video. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all. Now, does it make what the father did right? No, I thought it was the stupidest thing he could have ever done. Even if you're mad at the superintendent, you don't want to go and embarrass your daughter like that at the graduation. How ridiculous are you? And how less self-aware have you become that you don't realize that this is going to be more of a headache than it is if she just shake his hand and then you come up to the man afterwards and say, look, bro, I don't like what you did. Whatever the case may be. But for all the people that are out there saying it's race related, it's race related, he did it because he's black. No, he did it because he had a beef with this guy, because he claimed, and I don't know if it's true or not, there's court proceedings that are involved here, and he won and the decision was reversed and all this other stuff that had happened. You can go look that up yourself. But allegedly, his daughter had gotten bullied or assaulted or something of that nature, and the school staff did nothing about it. And also allegedly, he claimed that he saw that man roll his eyes with the whole process, and he felt like he disrespected his family. And so at the graduation, he didn't want his daughter shaking his hand because of that. I understand how a father could feel. I understand that you can have that moment of rage, but at the end of the day, you can't do that and embarrass your daughter. Watch the video of his explanation to the police, and you tell me.
You can't hop up on the stage right in front of graduation. Like, you obviously knew it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, it was a plan.
Yeah. I walked out when he graduated to speak.
I get that, but you obviously know your daughter's going to go on stage. She's going to interact with him.
I don't want him to be able to shake her down because he doesn't deserve it from her and all the she went through in this district.
I'm not aware of allegations of Dr. Graves doing anything to your daughter specifically.
No, it wasn't him specifically.
Okay.
She was expelled for doing the same thing that was done to her, and nothing happened to the previous people, and we had to have the meeting in there with him, the school board,
An expulsion hearing.
yeah, and he rolled his eyes when I brought up the fact that the same thing happened to her, and it is.
Again, I didn't see what happened, so I don't know what the physicality of it was. Was it like a body block? I mean, what were we talking about?
Exactly. That's all it was.
Was there pushing? Was there shoving?
Not telling me you got put his hands on me. I didn't come up to him like, knock him out or put him down.
And then also, I think it's important to mention that this school had come under scrutiny before of a photo that emerged of them doing the Nazi salute or whatever they call it. And then kids doing the OK sign, and they claimed that was neo-Nazi, far-right extremist dog whistling. You know, I don't know, man. I just can't imagine in 2018, I guess when this happened, that kids would be doing this in legitimate salute to Hitler. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. I mean, would all these kids be racist like Hitler? I don't know. It could be. I just think that my life experience, I went to private schools, I went to white schools, I went to black schools, I graduated from an all-black school in the hood. In my time being in these different environments, I went to college with nothing but white people. You know, I live in community of nothing but white people. My experience in life, and you got that, I grew up in Texas. I didn't grow up in Arizona, but I lived in Arizona. I've stayed in California before. I've been to like 40 states already. I have never in my life seen white people be blatantly, openly racist. I've never seen it with my own eyes. I've never experienced it. I've never seen it. I've never had any real racial encounters with people that were obvious, right? I have no idea what they're thinking in their mind. But obviously, overtly racist stuff, I've never experienced that. So when you are telling me that a high school is going to do a Nazi salute symbol in 2018 in solidarity with Hitler, I just don't believe that. And then when you see that the superintendent, his lawyer, try to make this thing a racist thing.
I couldn't and I can't really say to you right now, yep, that was racially motivated or it's not racially motivated. I'm not in that space or place to say that, but that's definitely a question that he would have to answer. He said, you're not touching my effing daughter. He physically moved me from the place in which I was standing. And in that moment, I'm like, I've never really had anybody put their hands on me like this. I've only been in the district for 3 years, and I've never had a conversation with Matthew Eddy. Anyone that would accost someone in front of 3,000 students, what will they do in front of one? That obtaining of that restraining order was for the continued safety for myself along with others. The reason for him coming onto the stage, whether it was he didn't like me, he didn't care for me, there's still no reason, no point at all in putting your hands on another individual, regardless of what you may feel in that moment.
You realize that there's more to the equation for some of these people than just the fact that the father put his hands on the superintendent and the father was wrong. We should leave it at that. The father had an explanation why he did it. It clearly wasn't race. So we should just acknowledge the fact that it had nothing to do with race. A father lost his temper and assaulted a superintendent. That's pretty much what we have. Nothing more, nothing less. He got arrested as he should have been, and he should apologize to the school. He should apologize to his daughter for ruining and embarrassing her in her graduation. She only get one of these, and that is making the news being a racist and pushing a man off the stage when he could have avoided all of that. But the only reason I make these videos is because I want to combat the narrative. I don't think what the guy did was right. I just think what he did wasn't racist. Everybody jumped to this racist ideology and they make the world out to be some racist place that it is not. America is not an overtly racist place. I think racist people exist, but I think the actions of racism is less likely coming from white people and more from black people. Black people can openly be racist in America. And this is me living in the black community, white community, going to private school, public school, my experience around the country. Black people can be and is far more racist than white people are. Now, back in the day, I don't know, I wasn't alive. But I know my life experience, growing up around black people, being around black people are far more racist than white people are. At least from my experience, right? Maybe white people won't be racist in front of me. But black people are racist in front of white people. Black people are racist behind white people's back for sure. And all you got to do is look at Caitlin Clark. Look, Sonny Host and Jamila Hill, they don't mind getting on television saying, oh, she just got that because she's a white girl. And they go after this girl because of her race. You got black people on television, they were screaming from the mountaintop. You got pastors that are racist against white people. Oh, the white man is racism, and oh, the white person do something, it's because they hate black people and they pin white people. They view all white people the same. A cop do something, oh, because he's a racist white cop. It's like, no, white people don't go after black people like that publicly, ever, legislatively, publicly. I've never seen it. If they put the soft gloves on when they come to white black people. You know, like the lady, I made a video that went viral on my page. The lady that black girl that looked like a gorilla stabbed that lady and her kid. If that was a black family that got stabbed by a crazy white lady, Benjamin Crump will be there, Al Sharpton be there. They'll still be talking about it on the news in the loop. Joe Biden will come out and make a statement about it. I mean, if white people get killed, nobody cares. And white people are afraid to actually come out and say, this is wrong. Because then they'll be go, look, you white supremacists. Look how white people do this. White people, white people. I said in that video that I made before, all those white people watched this black lady in the store with a knife this big. That lady had a big old knife and she just walking around. I saw people in the video look at her and then look away as if they never seen her. And the reason why is because they did not want the presence or presentation that they're judging a black person. I guarantee you, people seeing that girl with that big ass knife in her hand, you can't avoid that. And then the lady that she killed, or her daughter the son that she killed, in front of everybody, she carrying a knife, and then she walk, and then she go to follow the girl, and she follow out of the store in front of everybody with a knife in her hand. And I guarantee you, it's because people didn't want to say anything about that black lady, because they were afraid to be called a racist. It just like also the white girl Lily that's going viral, and you already know women hating on her because she's fine, and all these women hating on her because she bold and she good looking, and they wish that they could do that, and they afraid to. She said the N-word in one of her videos. If she was a black person, nobody would say anything. If she was Latino, if she was a Samoan, Polynesian, and nobody would say anything to her. She was Native American, nobody would say anything to her. She said broke ends. Y'all know what that means. And she wasn't calling somebody that. She was just referring to other white people as the N-word. And black people still got mad. Because for some reason in 2024, white people don't have the freedom of speech. Black people can say the N-word. Black people can say the C word. Black people say the W word. And so some of y'all who know, y'all know exactly what I'm saying. Black people can say every word on the gamut, and nobody will care. If a white person if a white person quotes a black person's statement with the N-word in it, they mad. I remember the girls at it was a sorority event, and it was some girls at a sorority, and they were singing a Kanye song. I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. And the girls just singing Kanye's song because they're big Kanye fans. He wrote the lyrics. They didn't write the lyrics. They are singing his song, and they got so much backlash that they tried to shut the sorority down. I mean, it was insane. To me, that's a form of racism. Affirmative action at this point in American history is a form of racism and racial discrimination against whites. But see, I'm the only one that's going to say that. And the reason I can say that is because I'm saved, and then I love white people like I love black people. Therefore, I can give an honest explanation. I'm not shielding for white people, and I'm not shielding for black people. Look, when y'all white folks cutting up, I'm going to tell you cutting up. When black people cutting up, I'm going to tell you cutting up. And black people, y'all just be cutting up more than anybody else. That's the only reason why I'm disproportionately talking about y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get up out of here. I'll probably making videos, but earlier, but I didn't wake up earlier. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.